Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Cast. Welcome back to another episode reaction of Hunter x Hunter. This time I'm on episode 5. So we have entered the Swindler's Swamp with such horrifying monsters as the man-faced monkey with such an intense and truly unspeakable precedent. What could be waiting for us? How much worse can it get? What kind of monsters are here? What other dangers are here? I don't know if there's environmental stuff, like maybe there's traps, like something will grab you under the water and pull you down or something, or whirlpools, or I don't know, like what attacks you in a swamp? What is quicksand? Maybe there's a quicksand section. I don't know, but like I said, we're here to find out. I'm really excited to see what they've got for us. They've introduced all these new characters, and I'm ready to see if some of them bite the dust early on, some of them do something cool, help someone out, betray somebody. It's definitely interesting. I hope you're ready. If you want to check out my reactions to the next episodes right now, you can do so over on Patreon. Episode 6 will be available on the Soul tier, and episodes past that, shown over here, are available on the Ascended tier. Those reactions over on Patreon are also extended length, meaning that you get more reaction and more discussion to go along with each and every video. Now let's jump into episode 5. Hisoka destroyed that guy. Not with any magic, not with any smoke and mirrors, but he just threw a couple playing cards really hard. I really want to see what Satotsu is capable of. He seems pretty strong. Yeah, it would be the assumption that Setotsu is stronger than everybody here, at least at the moment. Hisoka is sneaky, episode 5. I love this like flamenca sound theme he has. It's so cool. It's very different. The Numere wetlands. Well, that seemed pretty normal. Just a weird colored iguana. If that's the worst thing after the man-faced monkey, we might be okay. I hate this like Hellraiser dude with all this all these needles sticking out of his head and then like a bright blue mohawk. I don't know what they were thinking when they were designing that guy, but I want whatever he was smoking. Is this no, it's just a normal crow. The Ruse Raven. They're building up the anticipation. With this like old marching band like theme, it's kind of fun. It just has this air of like unseriousness that makes it fun, but I'm just waiting for the tone shift. Oh, okay. So you guys are gonna be the ones to show us how OP he is. Thank you for your sacrifice. Killua like sensed something was wrong there. Yeah. Okay. I can smell it in the air. Right, it's a different type of smell. I like that. That's actually a really cool parallel they just did with the smell. They have both very sharp senses, but in a very different meaning. But Gon hasn't been clued in exactly why. Or at least he might not be taking him seriously enough to... Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about these two is what I'm trying to say. Gon didn't tell him to actually hurry up and stay away from Hisoka. Oh man, but what if there's something that takes advantage of like shadows? Oh, their heads are falling off. Or maybe, I don't know, is this sort of like a decoy, an illusion? Oh no, not the floating strawberries. What a cursed swamp this is. Oh, it's just like a noggin luggin tortoise. Wow, that's a real name. I want to be taking this more seriously and be like, oh no, these poor people, but like you're really getting bit by like a turtle dinosaur that grows strawberries. So we are just basically eliminating everybody immediately. All the grunts. This is where we lose everybody along the journey that's not important. Claymore mushrooms. That's actually pretty terrifying. I can't hate on that one. It's gonna make him fall asleep. Hypnosis butterfly. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like some of these. Some of these are kind of creative, but like they're not like too far out there, but they're just like magical enough to be interesting. That's not actually him. Nope, they just got pulled off. They got distracted. Uh-oh. This is pretty intense. These people are just dying. These people are getting murdered in this forest en masse. This is horrible, honestly. The Ruse Raven. Oh, okay, so it wasn't a normal crow. It is a booby trap. I said quicksand. That's like close enough. Frog in waiting. That is an awesome creature. Okay. What are they gonna have to punch their way out? This show is so interesting, with serious as this is and people dying brutally. It's also just kind of really silly and childish in a way, like just like a dinosaur that's growing strawberries. I mean, it seems even to acknowledge itself, you know, but then it's also just so dark at the same time. It's very interesting, the contrast and tone. Better to come out this end than the other end, guys. Oh, the laxatives. Yeah, definitely better that you came out this end. Killua doesn't want Gun to have any other friends. Forget those guys. I'm your only friend now. We're best buds. Gon caught whiff of something. Or sound or something. Some sense. Ooh. Don't go near him, guys. I mean, self-defense. Whatever happens next happens, you know. Oh, they're trying diplomacy. Yeah, I'm not sure if that'll work with this guy. Shouldn't they be more concerned with their own survival here? You haven't just failed. It's worse. You're going to die. Oh my god, this music is so good. The number 4 card, with this number being 44. He's so cool. Why do I like Hisoka so much? Alright, what's he gonna do? Does he have like actual attacks, or just cut them all in half with a playing card? And mowed the grass. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so for those of you that don't know anything about Japanese language or anything, the number 4 is pretty synonymous with the word death, because 4 and death are pronounced same. It's like she. Anyways, the fact that he has the number 4 card and then he flipped it over to show like death and then they all fall down, that's pretty cool. It's pretty clever. And I guess that's his whole thing, is he's just sort of like a specter of death almost. He's bringing death everywhere he goes. Everything about him is 4. It's about death. I don't know. I'm judging him way too quickly, but he seems very much like a villain. So that's just how I'm reading it. Either that or he's some sort of anti-hero and is just really badass and fairly brutal. This is a chance to see if he has any mercy at all within him. This guy's clearly given up on the fight. Nope. Okay. Damn. All right. Well, yeah, he's probably a villain. I should have assumed that after he turned the guy's arms to flower petals for bumping into him, but nice job, guys. Oh, and his game of Examiner. Oh, you flipped that around. Interesting. Yeah, Hisoka's pretty cool. He's got a very commanding presence. Whenever he's on screen, I don't know, I just pay attention. I do like the OST in this show. I'm just like noticing it a lot this episode and how much I like it. Did Gon go back for Kurapika and Leorio? Is Gon gonna step in and save them? And then maybe have a fight with them? Don't tell me Hisoka's supposed to be a teenager, because I do not believe it. It's interesting that you don't really see any blood in the show though, despite people getting like brutally killed all over. It's like the show is almost geared to be aimed for like obviously young men shonen, but like yeah, it doesn't fully commit to it. I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. Go on. Oh, the audio.
売られた喧嘩じゃねえにしても何にもしねえで逃げるなんて俺の性には合わねえんだよ
Damn, Leorio. If that wasn't so stupid, that'd be really badass. But you're charging this man with a stick, and when he just cut people in half with a playing card. So I don't know if this is a good idea. Teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid. He's so scary. The fact that the look on his face does not change is freaky. Oh. Okay, Gon comes in. He hits him with a fishing bobber. What? How heavy is that thing to be able to knock someone like him all out for a second? Is that Oikawa? It is, isn't it? Wait, it totally is him. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't notice until he said something like seductively. That'll happen. Okay, what is with this guy? He does have like actual magic. Is it like illusion magic? That would make sense for like a magician. I don't even know what the magic system in the world is though. I don't know how any of that works yet. I wasn't even sure if there was magic in the first place. I don't like how he said that. Yeah, he's too good for that, unfortunately. Just gonna choke out this child. They're like, what are we doing here? He's weird. Is he just like an ultra sadist? Is that his thing? Is that he doesn't like, or he just likes to see people suffer? He passed. Not like passed on, right? Like he's not already dead. Okay. Still playing Examiner, huh? What? Wait. He's like a spy or an insider or something? Maybe he's... Oh, crackpot theory. Maybe he's already a hunter and he's like guising as a participant. That doesn't really make sense why he would have taken one and failed before. Maybe he's a hunter that has to retake it for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why he would have insider information about like phase 2. Something's going on with that. Gon probably does not know what to make of that. That was very strange. I don't know what to make of that either. Is that pins and needles? Who is that? Those guy with all the yellow pins in him. And Tonpa's still there. How far does Tonpa usually make it before he fails? Past phase 1, I guess. I guess he's done it enough times to know how to get through this. But I'm not 100% sure if this is different every year. If they always have to cross the forest. A few kilometers. Jesus. That goes past being a little bit superhuman. Right, which is what makes me think he might be like a hunter or another examiner. This is a creepy shot. It's cool though. Interesting. Him and Leorio. I hope it's that. I hope it's not something more sinister. I was just saying, like, maybe he just liked to see them suffer more, or wanted to do something else. I feel like he has the strength for it, so far. Oh, so it's like JoJo stands. We're doing some assuming, but yeah. Yeah, I wonder if Gon's ever been in like a losing fight before. It seems like he'd have been pretty bored on his home island as far as like strength. I don't know if anybody can match him anywhere close, so that might have been his first brush with like defeat, even though he didn't fully lose, but you know what I mean. Pretty much did. We had a castle now. For the first time in his life, Gon has experienced mortal fear. Okay. Interesting. Wow, I like that final line. That was a good way to leave it off. 220 have withdrawn. 148 remaining. Interesting. Huh. I think I really like that line that they left off on right there. The first time Gon experienced mortal fear. So yeah, it was his first time that he had like a brush with death, so to speak. But that wouldn't discourage him in his endless curiosity. But like, you could see that kind of like a little bit worried look on Gon's face. It just makes me wonder how many times, right? Like, he's a kid, he got through it this one time because he's a strong-willed kid. But like, what happens when Gon has like a really serious experience with death, like serious injury, or sees a friend die? How much is that going to shake his resolve? I mean, it's a question that's very worth asking. I mean, considering that we know the fact that the only real reason Gon is doing this is pretty much pure curiosity and like his relationship with his dad, which isn't something that's super strong or super concrete. It could be argued that Gon doesn't have too much to actually drive him forward, like not quite as serious as something like Leorio or Kurapika's is. And, you know, I think Killua is the same way. He mentioned that he doesn't really have any other reason he's doing this besides for the challenge. So at some point, the resolve is probably going to be tested, and I really worry for Gon and Killua's sake. I hope they're able to get through it, because right now, I have my doubts. Alright guys, well that was episode 5 of Hunter x Hunter. I hope you enjoyed that. A few closing thoughts here. Some things I want to talk about before we end the video. There was a really interesting episode regarding Hisoka. He's obviously a bad guy to some degree. He's got a lot more in store for us, I can tell. That was pretty much, I don't even know if I could call that a teaser at a fight, but Hisoka has something going on. I don't know what's with him. What's really interesting to me is that he was on a phone call with somebody who was at a later stage of the game. Like, I'm assuming that would be another like examiner or hunter, because the participants aren't that deep into the game yet. And then also we saw someone with the same phone, it looked like, and it was the pins and needles guy, the really creepy guy. Yeah, if somehow that guy has connection to Hisoka, then that makes both of them obviously look even worse, because they're not exactly the most I mean, I hate to be the guy that judges a book by the cover. Maybe the pins and needles guy could have been maybe Mr. Hellraiser could have been a nice guy, but he doesn't look like one. So definitely keeping my eye on both of them from now on, especially regarding that. I gotta say, I'm gonna be really impressed if they manage to keep up this level of pacing throughout the entire, I don't know, the first arc of the story, which I can only assume is the examination phase. If the whole examination is like just pretty much chunked up into episodes, because each episode has almost been its own self-containing story. Like, they start part of the exam and they finish it at the end. If they can keep that going all the way through and make it so satisfying and just feel like it's paced just right, I'm gonna be really impressed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.